So 2006, I think May 2006, Constellation Software IPOs. At what point did you learn about it, Jason, and took an interest?
I found it right away, actually. Like, I found it with a month because it didn't do a real IPO. It was a forced IPO because the big pension fund that had backed them, Amers or teachers, required that they go public. Mark didn't want to go public, right? And so it went public with no fanfare, no raise, and no liquidity. And so that was a stock where, honest to God, to buy $10,000 of stock, it might take you 3 weeks. There was virtually no float out there, right? And then the numbers looked phenomenal because the stock was trading on like 5 times earnings, right? And it had 25% growth, strong balance sheet. And I remember like pointing it out to a couple of my friends, and I won't mention them by name, and their reaction was, I can find companies like that all over the place. Because the market cap at that time when it went public was about $500 million. It had a $500 million market cap on day one, with no fanfare, no publicity, no investor relations stuff, just Mark's annual letter. And so I built a little position in the company, and then I called up Mark and asked if I could have a meeting, and he said, yeah, sure. I came over, right? Now he tried to get a meeting with him. It's easier to get a meeting with the Prime Minister or the President of the United States than it is with him. He's got the whole Moses beard thing going and stuff, so I don't know what that's all about. But he had so little, there was so little interest from the capital markets that he wasn't like badgered with people coming by. And so I show up to the meeting, and I don't know if you've ever met him. He's about 6'4", and really used to be really into working out and rugby and stuff. When I walk in, he's got an Under Armour. It's in his office. He's got an Under Armour golf shirt on that looks like it's slightly damp, like he finished his workout a half an hour earlier. And he walks and says, "Okay, you got 30 minutes." He was a no nonsense guy, but he answered all my questions, and away I went. And I met him a few more times. I got his AGM, but now he's really removed himself from that kind of stuff. He does his annual, his annual stuff, but I don't even know if he shows up at his annual stuff anymore. So it's like, this is not a criticism, but just to show you, like, this was such an odd duck for the first couple of years. But I'd write about it in my newsletter, and people would start paying attention, and I'd say, these are the best capital allocators that I've ever seen.